In today's Tech Doc video, I'm going to show you some free tools that will help you accelerate your Civil 3D and increase your efficiency. I'm referring to the CTC Tools. When they're installed, you'll see new tabs up on your ribbon. We'll come back to this tab later. We're going to go and start with the Sim Manager suite. And we're going to go and talk about the Line Type Manager. I'm going to go ahead and launch that one. And as the tool launches, notice that I have a dialog box that pops up. I can open up different line type files. All I have to do is find a .lin file. Okay. You see I have one loaded here from my D drive. Okay. I can also filter and everything. Okay. I can also create new lines or edit additional lines in here. Notice we have a preview down here below as well. I can add and remove those to the drawing. Again, I don't have to have that line type already loaded into the DWG I'm working in. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a new one, see how this looks. Okay. I can give this a name. I can give it a description. Also, I see my preview down here below. Okay, I can go ahead and delete additional lines and spaces. I can edit and or increase the sizes of those spaces. I can also add text or other spaces or lines. Go and add text here. Let's go ahead and give this a flow direction. So I'm just going to do the greater and sign. Okay, I can define which text style I want that on, what size I want that to be, and I can see the offsets here. I can go and change these. Let's go -0.2 here, -0.1 here. Okay, and you can see the preview here on this line. Okay, and I can go ahead and hit OK and create that new line. Okay, so I have that sanitary sewer all ready to go. Again, I can add that to my DWG as well as save it back to my .lim file. Okay, simple as that. If I want to go and edit that, okay, instead of a flow direction, maybe I want a letter instead, so I can go and select on the text itself and go and update that text, maybe to an S. See the preview, hit OK, and there we have our new line. So that was the Line Type Manager. Again, we can find that here in the Sim Manager suite, and it's this light blue tool here. Okay. Notice that there are two different colors, two different shades of blue here. Okay, light blue is the free tools, and then the dark blue come with your subscription. Let's go and switch over to the Sim Project suite. Same sort of thing here. The light green tools are the free tools, and the dark green come with the subscription. Let's go and talk about the next tool. That tool is going to be Feature to Alignment. Okay, let me go and switch drawings here and go ahead and start and launch the command Feature Line to Alignment. All right, so this one down here on my command line, it's asking me to select a feature line within my drawing. So I have a parking lot here with feature lines representing the back of walk and face of curb and so forth. Okay, I'm going to go and select that back of curb line, and a dialog box pops up. Okay, these CTC tools don't recreate the wheel; they utilize all the Civil 3D tools built within. Okay, just organizing them in a dialog box and saving us a bunch of steps. Okay, so we can rename our alignment here. Also, we have our alignment types available in here. Okay, again, same tools we would see in Civil 3D when we create an alignment. I can give it a description, say how I want it to start, as well as if I want to throw this onto a site, what type of alignment style I want on there, and layer. I also have a checkbox available to be able to create the profile at the same time too. Okay, again, one click lets us create both of these at the same time. Okay, for the style here, I'm going to go ahead and do proposed or layout. And no labels for now. I can also reverse direction as well as erase existing entities like I can with the tools. Okay. If I go ahead and hit draw on profile, we'll see that it launches my Create Profile dialog box. Okay, I can go ahead and fill out my information. Let's just go ahead and create profile. I'm going to go and put this in the viewport over here. So I see my profile created, and if I zoom out, I see my alignment created as well. Okay, if I go into my prospector, expand out my alignments, I see that new alignment 4 created as well. Okay. On to the next tool. To do that, I'm going to go and switch drawings here, and we're going to go and talk about the survey sweeper. But before I do that, I want to go and kind of lay the groundwork for this a little bit. So we have some survey figures here and some points that were drawn, and we see some corrections that have to be made. So I'm going to go ahead and make those now. And survey figure properties. Okay. And then we'll go down to 259 here, and we'll go ahead and insert one, and we'll go ahead and have that draw to 197. Okay. Hit OK. And that survey figure is updated to that back a curve there. Also over here, we have this line work not drawn correctly, so I can go ahead and do the same thing over here. Properties, and these are just out of order, or need to be drawn out of order anyway. Okay, so now we have some of those line work in here. Okay, I also see over here I'm missing some line work. Okay, missing the B for begin on this one, so I'm going to go and edit this point. Bring this over here and go ahead and add in a B for begin. That way my survey figures will go ahead and redraw and add this line work. Okay, enter to accept. It's going to ask if I want to go and update my line work. Yes, I want to go ahead and have that redraw and reprocess. It's going to reinsert my survey figures. Okay. All right, so when we do that, it's going to go and delete and remove and redraw all of my line work. Okay, so now I have the B added for the begin on here. But notice over here, it also drew the old survey figure as well as the new one. Same here on this side. Okay. All right, so what's happening here is it hasn't been removed from the survey database in here yet. So just doing a regular delete command, and if I reprocess, that will come back again and again and again. Okay, what Survey Sweeper allows us to do, I'm going to go and select that. Okay, down here on the command line, it's saying select survey points, okay, or figures. Okay, I'm going to go and select the one I don't want. Remove that. It's going to delete this. This not only deletes it from the DWG, but also from the survey database itself. Okay, I can do this for a couple things. Okay, let's go and grab that line work. I can also grab points as well, and those will get removed out of the survey database. Okay, so it's kind of a glorified delete tool, if you will. Okay, so now if we reprocess the line work, that won't pop up. Okay, let's go and talk about the next tool. Go ahead and switch drawings here, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the next free tool, Part Swapper. Okay. All right, so one issue we have in Civil 3D is if I want to go ahead and swap parts, I can go and select the object, and I can go swap part here. Okay. What if I want to select multiple parts at the same time? Right click on that. Notice I cannot swap more than one part at a time. Okay. All right, what about in profile view? Grab one of those manholes. If I right click, I do not have swap parts at here. So we can only do one at a time and only in plan view. Okay, so what Part Swapper allows us to do is to be able to do more than that. Let's go ahead and start Part Swapper. Okay, all right, down on my command line, it's saying select structures, pipes in plan or profile. Okay, so maybe I want to change these manholes here. Switch those to like a catch basin. Okay, I can also grab pipe here, and then I can also select here within my profile view as well. Okay, once I hit enter to accept, we have a dialog box. Okay, this I can go ahead and reselect different parts. I can grab my entire network. Okay, and notice over here it's selected 8 structures and 3 pipes. Okay, this is pulling from my parts list within Civil 3D. Okay, and replacement structure, what I want to have in here. Okay, so maybe I want to go ahead and swap this out to, I don't know, something different. Go and do 72-inch. Doesn't matter. We're just kind of showcasing this in here. And then maybe change the size of the pipe, right? Maybe we go up to 72-inch here and hit OK. Okay, and we can see those changes automatically go into place. Okay, so that's Parts Swapper. Okay, the last and final tool we're going to be talking about here is corridor cleanup. So I'm going to go and switch over to another drawing. So here I have a corridor that has a varying target offsets, okay, targeting to different offset alignments, okay? So normally to go edit this, if I go edit my corridor properties and go to my parameters, okay, and I could set all targets, and then I can go through and change and updates, set those targets. Now I have to set them all manually, okay, and sometimes we just need a fresh restart on some of those. So if I go ahead and cancel, instead of setting all those targets, I'd have to go one by one. I can use corridor cleanup to get back right to my assembly of how that was drawn, okay. Notice that this is 5 feet wide, and these lengths as well, 10 and so forth. Okay. Whereas on here we have this widening. Okay, so maybe we need to change and update this real quick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and launch my corridor cleanup tool. Go and select my corridor. And then notice in this dialog box, I can go ahead and define by baselines, or if I have multiple ones selected. And then it's asking which corridor targets to remove. If I want to keep it daylighting to surface, I can go and uncheck that. Or those width and offsets, like I mentioned, that's how this one's defined out. We could keep those on there by that in there. So here's kind of a quick way to be able to go mass fix all these. And then now I'm back to my corridor representing, and then I can retarget, adjust my lines, and so forth. And that wraps it up for today's video. Here are some free tools from CTC that can help accelerate your Civil 3D and increase your efficiency.
Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of the other content on our channel.